Hello class, this is Demetrius Wilson. We are now on chapter 3, segmentation and targeting in our marketing course. Let's go on and go through our short PowerPoint presentation. So we'll first start with segmentation. Segmentation helps marketers answer the following set of fundamental questions. This is what we're attempting to do. So just like at the beginning of your chapter, you have your learning objectives. This is what segmentation they're setting out to do. To whom should I be marketing, right? Obviously, you want to look at who's going to purchase your product, what would make your business profitable. Why them? Is it a market that will last for quite some time? Is it a market that will last for a short time and earn you a lot of money? But you need to answer the question, why them? And how can I reach them most effectively? Is it just through emails? Is it just through Twitter and Facebook, or do you need to put something on TV or a print ad or a billboard? What is your mode of getting that message out to everyone? The existing market. So in order for a market to exist, the following 5 criteria must be met. There must be a true need or want for the product, service, or idea. This need may be recognized, unrecognized, or latent. So if there's something that I really like, but the public has no demand for it, then it's not something that I should market, because I can invent it in my garage and make it for myself. But if I put it on the shelf at Target, no one's going to purchase it. So that wouldn't be a great idea. Number 2, the person/organization must have the ability to pay for the product via means acceptable to the marketeer. So I need to find a market in which people are going to give me money, cash or credit, or check for the product that I put out there. Number 3, the person/organization must be willing to buy the product, right? You must have some willingness to purchase it. If they don't have willingness to purchase it, then you're wasting your time. The person/organization must have the authority to buy the product. So if you work in procurement and you're a buyer for a company, you're who I want to be speaking with. I can't be speaking with Joe Schmo who doesn't have any authority to purchase the product. And number 5, the total number of people/organizations meeting the previous criteria must be large enough to be profitable for the marketeer. As I mentioned in number 1, we're looking for something in which we can invest in that can be profitable for our company, for our employees, for our investors, and things of that nature. Marketing objectives. The marketing objectives of segmentation are to improve an organization's understanding of who their prospective customers are and how to serve them, right? So you want to improve who specifically we're looking at and how can we best serve them. As you'll see in the homework assignment, they say, hey, let's go on this, let's create a great online dating site, but let's focus on women. So what is your focus as a company? Is your focus towards for instance, I have a magazine called Power Systems, and in Power Systems, they put a lot of their focus towards personal trainers and gyms because they have equipment for those individuals. A lot of times people who are just, working out, they probably won't buy something from that catalog just because of the fact that it may cause the price point may be too high. The things may be too big for their garage or for their house. It may be things that belong in a gym. To reduce risk in deciding where, when, how, and to whom a product, service, or brand will be marketed. So I want to get rid of risk. I don't want it to be a chance of maybe the people like it, maybe they don't. I want it to be, I know 100% sure, or as close to 100% as we can get, that they are going to purchase my product, right? So that's why we have to do our research, our analysis, and we want to avoid risk. We want to do our best to stay away from the risk and get as close to a sure thing as possible. To increase marketing efficiency by directing effort toward designated segments in ways that are consistent with the segment's characteristics, right? So we have to understand the characteristics of who we're marketing things towards, whether it be consumers or whether it be businesses. We have to understand what they're using it for. Are they the end user? Are they, using it for a further product? Am I selling you wood and you're using it to create skateboards? So you have to understand what your clientele is looking to do with your product, or what they may be looking to do. Maybe they don't know that they need your product, but once you introduce it to them, they know that, hey, this is something that can make us more efficient, make us more productive. Let's make some purchases with this company. This is just a sample market segmentation family life stage. We're all in different stages of our life, but these are the main buckets. So you see in the blue bucket right here, you have young singles, right? So the people who are single, 10%. Young couples, no kids, right? So they're couples, but they don't have kids yet. That's 8%. Young families is 28%. That's a pretty big, a portion of the market. Families with older kids, that's 31%. And then empty nesters, that means they've gone from here from families with older kids. Now they've got a job, graduated, and they're out of the house, so it's 23%. But if you didn't pay attention, as you go around the little circle of life, you see their young singles, then they're young couples with no kids, then they're young families, then they're families with older kids, and then they're empty nesters, right? That's the marketing circle of life for you right there. So market segmentation approaches, right? So you might want to approach things differently depending upon your product. So, and depending upon how old your product is, how mature it is. So if you approach it in a geographic manner, you're looking at nations, states, regions, cities, neighborhoods, zip codes, things of that nature. If you're looking at it in a demographic manner, you're looking at age, gender, family size, income, occupation, education, religion, ethnicity, and nationality, right? A lot of times we're just looking for certain people. I say that this product right here, although it's only going to go to a certain ethnicity, most of the people from that ethnicity are going to purchase this product, so I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be marketed to everybody, but it could be marketed to everybody. It could be that my age point is just from 17 to 21, and I don't care about anybody else. As long as the people from 17 to 21 see my commercial and purchase my product, I'm good. A psychographic, so lifestyle, personality, attitudes, and social class, right? People who are very optimistic, that's who I'm going to target this product towards. Behavioral, user status, purchase occasion, loyalty, readiness to buy, right? So now we're looking at your purchasing behaviors. And a decision maker, who's the decision making role, decision maker in the house, who's the influencer, right? Are you just the influencer in the house, or are you the person who makes the final decision? This is very interesting. Even when I pass the slide, it'd be cool for you just to pause the video and check it out. And it's also in your text for the week. Family life stage segment. So you look at these and you see you have your young singles, young couples with no kids, young families, families with older kids, and then empty nesters, just like we had on the marketing circle of life. And now we're looking at the frequency in which they go out for fun. Right? Well, young singles, they're going out 4 times a week because they're young and they're excited and they're having a good time. 2 times a week if they have no kids because they're in the, kind of not the honeymoon phase, but they, really like each other. Young families 3 times because we want to get the kids out of the house because we don't want to hear them yelling so much. And then families with older kids about 4 times a month because, they're older. Maybe they're going out and you're going out separately. And then empty nesters 3 times a week. So it's interesting how that goes up and down and fluctuates. Right? So you want to look at like what type of purchases they're making, their preferences. It's very interesting. And then you look at also how much are they actually spending. So if they're spending each outing $25 for young singles, $43 for with no kids. Young families, $57. The most is family with older kids because now you have more needs. Maybe they're eating more. Maybe they're consuming more. Now you kind of have like 4 adults in the house. Let's just say if it's a 2-family, family with 2 children. Then it goes down to $12 for empty nesters. Maybe you're retired and work on a budget. So take some time to review this on your own. It's quite interesting when you look at that. Now remember, these are just putting people in boxes. So don't think that everybody who's an empty nester spends this amount when they go out, and everybody who's an empty nester has to go out 3 times a week. Maybe they're very much introverted and they don't go out at all. They go out 1 time a month or something like that. So, but pay close attention. It's very, very interesting diagram. Selecting target segments. Selecting the target segments boils down to the following question. Who needs can you best satisfy? So what is your competitive advantage? And I want to serve my competitive advantage because those, if I do and I'm the best at what I do, then those are the people who are going to give me the most money. Who will be the most profitable customers, right? And that's, we're always looking at that. We're not just in business just to be in business. Who is going to give us the most money? And is it the people that we can sell 1 boat to for, once in a lifetime, or is it the people that buy a boat every 4 years? So you have to do a little bit of math there too. So you have to know and understand who will be the most profitable customers for your product and or service. Can you reach and serve each target segment effectively? Like, can you reach them? You know who they are, but can you reach them? Do you have to put somebody out on the curb and spin a sign around to come into my income tax business? Or can I just send out an email and then say, I want you to come back because I did your taxes last year, and then I also want you to refer one friend, and then I have all the people that I need. Are the segments large and profitable enough to support your business? So you have to know and understand that everybody's not going to purchase right on cue. So you have to have that, pipeline running. Say, hey, these people, this is how often people need my product. They want to buy a new bike every 4 years. So I have to have different segments. People are buying in year 1, people are buying in year 2, 3, and 4, and so on and so forth. But you have to have a big enough market to keep you profitable, make sure that you're able to pay yourself and also able to pay your employees. Do you have the resources available to effectively reach and serve each target segment? Do you have the resources? Well, these days, things are a lot different with computers, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else that you can kind of get your message out there. But do you have the capability of doing that? Are you technical savvy? Is that up or is it down? Are you able to spend the money to put a commercial on or put something in a newspaper? It depends on on what you have. Also, what type of strategy are you going to have? Mass marketing, that means we're just marketing this to everybody. We think everybody can use it. Everybody, everywhere is your target market. An example is Target. Everybody goes to Target. Everybody shops. Everybody needs something within Target. Differentiated marketing, large groups within the total market. Costco, Sam's Club. How many of those different, type of stores do you see? You don't. You just see Costco and Sam's Club, and that's it. So either you have a Costco membership, a Sam's Club membership, both, or neither. And if you have neither, it means that you're not shopping in bulk or anything like that. If you have both, that means that you're just looking for the best deal. And if you pick one or the other, that means that, hey, you're satisfied with, your current person or current company that you're going to. Niche marketing, high penetration within smaller specialized segments. So, everybody could use this, but you know what? I'm going to focus in on the people who are from 50 to 70 because I think that they would probably buy it. Am I okay with teenagers buying it? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But the people from 50 to 70 are people who I'm going to market towards. Maybe I'm selling something, that's specific to them, like dentures or something. Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, that's very specific. Like we're looking at, people who shop that way. Like, hey, I can't go to a regular grocery store anymore. I've got some health problems, or if I'm just trying to stay healthy, so now I'm going to go to Sprouts. Now I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Lazy Acres, all these different places that, Bristol Farms, all these different places that have these healthier alternatives as opposed to the grocery stores. And then micro marketing.